Hello, dear friend, and welcome. Thank you for making time for this short presentation that I have titled Just a Minute. My name is Vincent Sidede, and what a privilege it is to serve you in this way. A while back, I came across a proverb, and perhaps you also have, and it just states that where there's no revelation, the people cast off restraint. This is something that is applicable in many areas, but broadly, basically implies that when we have no clarity of direction, when we have no clarity of the path that we ought to take, there's a chance that we walk aimlessly and eventually we achieve very little. And this for me is applicable, particularly when I consider the responsibility that I have for my life, and as a leadership coach and a mentor, I challenge friends as well to be able to embrace this as a practice. Why this time? As I consider the date, and this is just early April, you realize that in many organizations there is what are called quarterly reviews, and so you'll see a publishing of results, you will see individuals taking care of their individual scorecards, and this I think is something that we should extend to our own personal life. How does your scorecard look like? I want to be able to express this in 3 simple steps, and I'll be borrowing heavily from a famous book called 1 Minute Manager, authored by 2 people, Ken Blanchard and Spencer Johnson. And in this, they propose that management can be simplified in 3 steps. First step, 1 minute goal. Second step, 1 minute praising. Third step, 1 minute redirect. What do this mean? 1 minute goal is about getting a minute or a short while and gaining clarity of the goal, gaining clarity of the objective that you have. 1 minute praising is celebrating your success. Again, just a short while, but celebrating your success. The third step is 1 minute redirect. What does that mean? Taking a short while and seeing what adjustments do you need to make. Are there areas that have not gone right which you need to adjust so that then you can be able to get back to the right path? So how does that apply to an individual? The first thing that I would like us to consider in this personal review is take a short while and review your goal. What is your goal? Your goal is your intention. Your goal is your desire. Your goal is your description for a fulfilling or a significant year. Consider it this way. At the end of the year, you'll have a conversation with a friend or a colleague, and part of what you'll be saying is whether that is a good year or a bad year or a great year or whichever other descriptive you'll use. So for you as an individual, what would it take for you to say that you had a great year? What did it take for you to say that you had a good year? That is what I'm requesting us to take a short while and review. Remember, no player gets into the field if they don't know what they are going for. Perhaps they're going for a win. Perhaps they're going to win the title. No plane takes off the ground unless it has a destination. So this is all I'm asking us to do. And just going a little further into the goal, and because we have many teachings on that, I personally would look at a goal in 3 different aspects. That each of us should have a goal that is my own goal and not something that I've copied from somebody else. I call that being the creator of your goal. Then each of those goals should be something that is very clear. What does it mean to be clear? It means that it's something that I can tell when I have achieved. You see, if a plane is leaving from Nairobi to Entebbe, when it has arrived, you can tell that it has. So that should be the same way about your goals. Then a third aspect is the whole idea of being able to balance between what are called outcome goals versus process goals. What's an outcome goal? An outcome goal is a goal that is focused on the end, like losing weight by 10 kilograms or saving 10,000 shillings by the end of the year. And On the other side is the process goal. What is a process goal? A process goal is something that you do. For example, exercising 4 times a week, or saving 500 shillings per week, or meeting with a friend once a month. And so as we set goals, it is useful that we strike a balance between process goals and outcome goals. What are your goals? Have you set your goals? If you haven't, you're running out of time, but it is not too late. Second step, take a short while and praise yourself. What does that mean? Take some time and celebrate. Take some time and find out, have you actually achieved? Because substantively, we've had at least 90 days in the year. So there's a couple of things that I'm sure you have done, which is worth just patting yourself in the back. Why is that useful? We all require some form of motivation. So if I have achieved, then there's a chance that I'll be motivated to achieve, not just on this aspect of my life, but even in others. So take some time and learn from what you have achieved so that you can encourage yourself and possibly even encourage others as well, so that they can be able to proceed. Third step, take a short while and redirect yourself. What does that mean? Take some time and make some adjustments. Take some time and make corrections. Going back to the example of the player, one of the things that you realize is that teams change tactics midstream. Teams ensure that there's substitutions from time to time depending on how things are playing out. And you agree with me that we live in a time where the dynamism and the things that go around us require that we make certain adjustments. So take some time and consider some adjustments that you could make, that you should make, that will make things even better for yourself, that will get you back to the right path so that you are able to pursue. I say this because one of the key observations that I've made is that most of us wait until October or November or the end of the year only to realize that I never touched onto this aspect of goal that I'd wanted to do. Rather than do that, why don't you make that adjustment now so that then you are able to make better use of your time? Remember, we want to be able to pursue our goal, and this actually is our personal responsibility. So taking time to reflect on your goal, taking time to review your performance and celebrate, or to review your performance and adjust, is a personal responsibility and a personal thing that I consider a good habit to embrace and that I challenge you to undertake. Remember, at the end of the year, we will all arrive. The difference is where you will arrive as an individual. Thank you so much for your time. Please share your comments and any other thoughts and concerns. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel so that you'll always be updated when new content is uploaded.